What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this channel. We're told to look for the values of x, given that x plus 3 all raised to the power of 2 minus 5 is equal to 0. Well, there are a couple different ways to solve this question, but I'm going to be using just two methods. So I'll call the first method, method 1. For the first method, I'll move -5 to the right-hand side, so that we have x plus 3 all raised to the power of 2 to be equal to, as -5 crosses to the right, it becomes positive 5. Good. Now let's get rid of this square. We do that by taking the square roots of both sides. So I'll take the square root of x plus 3 all raised to the power of 2. This is equal to, when taking the square root of both sides, on the right hand side we have either plus or minus. Now take the square root of the right hand side, which is 5. Now see that this square root cancel out the square, leaving behind x plus 3 on the left hand side. And this is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5. Now to leave or to get x alone, we have to move 3 to the right. So we have x to be equal to, as 3 crosses to the right, it becomes -3, plus or minus the square root of 5. So there are two values of x from here, which are, we have -3 plus the square root of 5, or we have -3 minus the square root of 5. Very good. Now let's move on to our second method. Now on our second method, let's call this method 2. I'm going to be writing this, since I have minus here and I have square here, there's a way I can make this difference of two squares. Good. So I'm going to be writing x plus 3 all raised to power 2, which is a square, minus. Now to write 5 as a square, that means I need to introduce square root. 5, then raised to power 2. Remember, square root and raised to power 2, or square root and square, are both inverse. So in the end, we are left with 5. So we now achieve what is called difference of two squares. Now let's equate that to 0. Very good. Now, difference of two squares has this identity. For example, when I have a squared minus b squared, this can be written as a minus b times a plus b. Now let's write this like this. So x plus 3 is our a, so that is x plus 3. This is our a minus b. Root 5 is our b, so square root of 5. Very good. Then times a plus b, so that will be x plus 3. These are a plus b. Our b is the square root of 5. Good. And this is equal to 0. So we have two cases. We have x plus 3 minus the square root of 5 to be equal to 0. That's one of the cases. Then we have x plus 3 then plus the square root of 5 to be equal to 0. So this is the other case. So this is case 1 and this is case 2. So for case 1, to get x alone, I'm going to be moving 3 to the right, and I'll also move negative square root of 5 to the right. So this is equal to, as 3 crosses, it becomes -3. Now as negative square root of 5 crosses, it becomes positive square root of 5. So this is one of the solutions for x. Now to get the other solution for x, we do the same thing here. We move 3 to the right hand side, and we move plus square root of 5 to the right. So this results to x equal to, as 3 crosses, it becomes -3. As the square root of 5 crosses, it becomes negative square root of 5. So this is our second solution. Well, feel free to share your ideas in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video and have learned something from this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss my upcoming videos. And like I always say, until next time, take care.